As I try to figure out where the gear is hiding. Oh boy. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but... But there is only one place which screams gears in this difficulty. And that is this room with all the gears in it, even though I'm not entirely certain which of these gears we're supposed to take. I think I need to gonna have to make a special save here. As I try to figure out how to deal with this. You can't just take the gears, I don't think. Okay, wait a moment. Wait, this says this one's a loose gear. So maybe if we use our bar on it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's how you're supposed to figure out what the combinations are. Except you need to pry it off with the bar instead of... I don't know. And of course, yeah. Because there's only one gear like that. The cloak is no longer wet. Well, that's nice. We're gonna have to return that gear to that spot if we need to change the gear combinations again, which should happen. Don't think we need to re-wet the cloak because the flames are a lot weaker now. But let's use our newly acquired gear on this empty space. And now that we have done that, okay, wait. What does this spell do? And tries. The way seems to open in front of you. Yeah, apparently that's supposed to be enough of a clue that you use this on the gears to have nothing happen. Maybe if you use it on the gate itself. Yeah, that's how you get past this thing. So let me see. If we examine this next corpse and try to speak to it too. Yeah, you shouldn't speak to dead things. You want to talk. Scroll says, Brother Delden, please see to it that the circle chamber is prepared. Young candidate ready for initiation. An archaic letter L. I wonder who that could be. And since I'm fairly certain that's the only time we're gonna need the gear to be used in this room, let us recover our gear and keep on moving. Which leaves us in this circle chamber. And you might notice somewhat conspicuously an obelisk behind one of these chairs. Before we interact with it though, let's find out what this scroll has to offer us. The evil shall be thrice defeated and thrice returned. The first shall raise a wanderer to bar the gates from opening. A warder to bar the gates from opening. Yeah, I don't know if that's a reference to like the Shadowgate quote-unquote trilogy. Or if it's a reference to something in this game. Oh, wait a moment. Might be a reference to the items we need to finish this game, but let's call Lakmir up again. Why not? Here comes the old geezer one more time.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers, sisters. Now only I remain, he who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's horde back to the depths that spawned them. And though my power is beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit. But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can. I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle. This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard. Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier. And forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
I don't know what those ways are, though. I haven't really been clear on that. And I also wonder what that mysterious power at the foundation of the castle that you mentioned could be. It's not like we've already encountered it in the first game. It's not like it was the first thing that was mentioned in that game. So now we are here at the entrance to the inner keep. There's a heavy wooden drawbridge. And the moat... yeah, the moat seems drained though. Oh shoot. Didn't quite mean to do that, but... we also have a well on the right, so let's head inside the well. Which we can do apparently. With the rope. And while we're down here, let us see. We have this thing in the bottom. A rough leather glove with sections of thick metal. Yes, sounds quite handy, so let's take that. And these plants that are here. Let's take one of these as well, seems like a nice souvenir. And there's a skull here, so... oh boy. Spreading nasty rumors, yes, that's what I do with these skulls. So let's, having claimed our junk that we found there, let's climb back out of the well. Be once again impressed by the appearance of the inner keep. And, you know, that rope that we climbed down might be useful, so... so let's untie the rope from it. Take it with us. And why not? Let's combine this rope... oops. Let's combine this rope with the hook to make a grappling hook. And with this grappling hook, let us climb the windows of the castle. The hook catches in the window slit of the castle wall. So let's head inside the window. This room is as dry as a bone and apparently houses a mechanism that raises and lowers a drawbridge. Well, that means it would be a good idea to operate it, wouldn't it? So let's use ourselves on the lever. The unmistakable sound of a drawbridge being lowered covers room. And our torch is starting to go out, that's fine. Oh wait. It might not be, but let's read the scroll before lighting a new torch. It's a letter addressed to the wizard Greylord. Look for my signal pyre. The name Unthal. So someone's bringing a formidable pet, apparently. And only they can control it, well I don't know. But let us indeed light a new torch. To make quiet the music. And leave this room. Actually, something else we can do here. Kind of a dumb thing, but might as well show it off as well. He said if we try to exit through the wrong window, we can die, just because we didn't pay attention.
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
You were behaving so cleverly. A true genius. No, but now that we've opened up the inner keep, let's see what it's like inside. The answer is, it has a goblin inside. So it has a grip on its weapon. Can we use our sword to slay this goblin? But nope, it's quite speedy, so... It's way faster than us, so it just brings down its cudgel on our head faster than we can react.
'Tis a sad thing that your adventures have ended here.
Speaking of bones, we got Space Reaper there. But surprisingly enough, the way you do deal with the goblin is by punching it. The goblin goes down like a sack of potatoes. So now that it's on the ground, we can use our sword to slay it. Ha ha ha! We killed something that was knocked out. That's very honorable. Well, we can steal the goblin armor and these torches. Apparently there's only 2 in this room though, and open up all of these doors, why not? Let's go in the right door. I'm liking the right door. Oh shit, well... The goblins are all preoccupied with eating, sleeping and reclining. So we made it into a goblin den. So let's see... If we try taking something from here, like for example... the mace... One of the goblins looks up at us. Well... Yep, I don't like the first Shadowgate where you could just kind of get your attention for a little bit but then walk away. Here they just immediately come for you and slaughter you like that.
What a pity that
Yeah, we've heard that patronizing message before. So let's not go to the goblin then this time. Actually, wait a moment. There. Well, let's go to the left here. I think there is in fact a Professor Layton reference in this room, but it's a library, so let's take advantage of it. Maybe take the books and... oh boy. Fandrill, document the workings of the circle. The newest initiate has taken the name of Lakmir, and is set to story the origins of time. He cannot be groomed to become head of the circle, but... he was chosen from an unorthodox scrying performed by So apparently Lakmir was chosen by Talimar of all people. That's a twist. So what's in this book over here? It's a blank book. Well, we know how well that went. In Shadowgate 64, where, you know, we could pick up a bunch of blank books, but they were completely useless. This book, however, gives us a glyph called Black Lair. And this one is locked with a metal band, so we can't read it. Actually, wait a moment. There might be something we can... Wait, are we wearing the glasses? Yes, we are. Well, I guess it's not really noticeable now, but... The pages are devoid of text. But if we put on the glasses... The pages are still devoid of text. Yeah, that book that we got the spell from just now, though, we can only read it if we are wearing the glasses. But that's not really obvious since we were wearing them the whole time. Maybe we should take the black book after all. It smells like you've been round the bend, says Yorick. And take the locked book, why not? So let's have a look at the bookcases. Seems like fun times. Accumulated knowledge in this place. Let's look at the titles of some of these books. History Tarragon. Temples and Omens. The Proud Honors by Fief. The Great Upheaval by Lotharith. Songs of the Bards of Belltower. Swarming Jetsam. Cardus' Rhymes. The Winter's Tale. Houses in Coda by Bowman. The Buck and the Maiden. Unable to read the title of that one, but Hidden Across the Ages. The Founding. Tales of the Laughingstock. The Gatepiper. An Empty Shelf. The Exploration of Thaumaturgy. What the Parrot Saw. An embossed etching of a kitten, apparently. An entreaty for a larger reality. The Elder. The Eldanian Source. The Necromancer. Raven's Pick. Clan of the Luck. Yeah, I've been looking for a certain book here that's a reference. Veractic Scriptures of Truth, Potions and Remedies by Portia. I wonder if that's a reference to like Julius Caesar, but I don't know. Thal the Third. Experiments in Social Machinations. History of Magics. Artisans and Craftsmen's Metallurgy. Tolin Travelogue. History of Monarchs. Tiresias Hilder. Oral History of the Northern Clans. Inspirators and Elementors. Senescence. Legend by Brown Tom. The Heart of the Steppes. It's the same one, right? Sailor's Way. The Reign of the Sparrow. Well, that's a heretic reference, actually. The Collections of Manwolf. Father Cardus' Collection of Friends. Patent for Immortals. Requiem for the Count of Cagliostro. There's an Arsène Lupin reference. A Tale of War the Elder. Invention by Abnur. There it is, Herschel and the Never-Ending Puzzle. That Professor Layton reference. And Mordoc's Castle of Danger, Chronicles of the Twelve. And Historia Regum Britanniae, but let's go ahead and reload since, you know, all that reading did take up turns. No, we cannot read the books, only look at them. But notice there's a gap in the top shelf, in which we can, I think, use our locked book. Yes. And now we need to interact with a certain series of books. I forget what's the clue for them, but Let me see. Try this one. Oh. The books that have the rune on them, presumably. Yeah, there's supposed to be a clue for which books you have to look for in this area, but I forget where you find it. There we go. It only, only comes out so far before it stops, but... But at least they do have the runes to confirm that they're the correct ones. Note, incorrect. And finally, the book that we put in. Which makes the bookcase to the right. Shift and open the way to this next room. Where, yeah, there was a similar puzzle in the first Shadowgate, but in that one you had to use one of your gems on a slot on the wall to move the bookshelf. So in here we have a brass glove. Wonder if we can use a spell to open it like we could before. I don't know. And we also have a few pits on the floor. Smell of pitch and tar is overwhelming, so let's go ahead and light the pit. Which causes a Greek fire. A weak fire, not a Greek fire, that's a completely different thing. So let's stoke it a bit with one of these logs. Which causes the appearance of a fire elemental. So let's do what we always do with these guys, and capture him into our orb. And now, with fire elemental in our possession, let's return to an earlier place. Actually, wait a moment. If you look here in the sky, there's a bit of a storm going on. But we can use our newly acquired spell. If we examine the rune, or the glyph rather, it gives us a bit of a hint that we're supposed to use it to calm the storm. Black clear. Which, sure enough, causes the storm to cease, so we have now power over the weather, yeah. We can pick up the magnifying glass, I think, but I don't think it has any purpose this time. But if we head straight down this hallway, we find ourselves in another grand hallway with a bunch of doors in it, as well as a scroll on the floor. Let's have a look at it. Fandril discovered a weakness in our defenses. Oh boy. So some of the skulls we've been using might have been belonging to the Circle of 12, since they have the mark on their heads. And it's signed with 3 squiggly lines, so it sounds like useful information. And let's take this fire poker that's on the ground as well. But something that's not really that obvious. We can examine this impressive window. And examine the floor too. And sure enough, there's something about this particular stone. Seems to be a little loose. Maybe we can use our bar to pry it loose. Oops, no. but not hit. Wouldn't you know it, we're getting more consequences from the Banshee Curse. Oh yes, we found another skull with a rune in it. We can try speaking to it, but that does nothing, so yeah. Now we are the proud owner of 3 rune skulls, one of which is in the archway at the beginning of the castle. Okay, let me see. So, having acquired that... Oh boy, well, our vision's getting better at least, but the Banshee Curse is only gonna get worse. Oh boy. And the storm has returned, unfortunately, but we did that in time to unlock the secret of the floor. And our torch is starting to get weak as well. But let us climb this tower. Actually, wait a moment. Don't think this is where we're supposed to go, because we're supposed to fight a goblin. Maybe we're supposed to go into this door instead. Oh boy. Yep, here's a new goblin. Unlike the other one, this one has a helmet. Which means, basically, we can't just punch him out. Actually, if we save here and try punching him out, the beast is wearing a protective helm, which protects it from our punches. I think the curse actually is pretty lenient. You have to really...
a sad thing.
Yeah. You really have to blunder about a whole bunch before you will ever die from the curse, but I'm not really planning on doing that right now, because it would take a lot of mucking around. And we're almost to a place where we can get cured, so... The way we deal with this guy is by equipping this gauntlet. The metal gauntlet. And now that we're equipped with a metal fist... Yep. We can deal with him. And knock him out. Because our hands are as strong as his head. And why not? Let us deliver the grace hit to this guy. This time with our dirk, slitting his throat. And open both of these doors. Oh wait, that one is locked, so let's go through this one. Which leaves us in this place with an angel statue, that's new. Reliant, triumphant. An empty slot is set within its outstretched arm. I think I know what we're supposed to do here, but I'm not entirely certain. Let me see. I don't think we have the item we need for this guy yet. So let's instead head down here, yes. You might notice another obelisk right here. Oops. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't really feel like doing the meme reference to that. And we had a situation similar to this one in the first Shadowgate, yeah, when if you try to pick up this thing, or one of these things... Oh wow, we found a rune, and a whole bunch of stuff actually. There's nothing on the corpse. Speak to the guy. Have a little respect for the dead boy. Can take the bow as well, I should think. And if we try to take whatever this is, we can also take it. It's a quiver. Yeah, in the first Shadowgate, if we tried to take anything from a certain side of the platform, it just collapsed, and we with it. Oh, but the obelisk is apparently not activated, so we can't really use it. Okay, wait a moment. We did gain a couple more scrolls, though. Follow the path that the ancients have left. The philosopher, the historian, the bard, and the priest. And a bunch of names, which are either Tolkienian or Clark Ashton Smithian. And if we open up this next scroll and look at it, we've learned a new spell, Flumoris. And let's also quickly light a new torch, since we're starting to get the torch horror music. Hello. So, having acquired these nifty new things, let us backtrack to the banquet hall, which is this room. And this time, let us go through the tower that we were going to scale last time. Perhaps if we, let me see, go upstairs. We can go through this door here. After unlatching it. See what awaits beyond. The answer being a room with a mirror. There's also a sack here, which contains cubes of cane. I don't know what that is, but let me see. And might as well show this off, because this is a means of backtracking. If we go through the mirror, we can get teleported back to this place quickly. And head back here too. Oops, bug. So that's quite handy. Actually, I think there's something else we can do. Before I go any further, I might as well see if I can pull that off. Because if we head back to this place and change our clothing, inventory. Yes, we have a new spell, I know. We put on the goblin's armor and the goblin's helmet. We are now disguised as a goblin, I guess. We could take off our glasses too, since it's probably making us appear less goblin-like. And the gauntlet. Oops. If I try to speak to one of these guys. Well, oh, never mind. Yeah, apparently our disguise didn't work, because we tried to speak to the goblins, but they noticed that we were not one of them.
'Tis a sad thing.
Pretty sure you can actually disguise yourself as a goblin and talk to those guys. at one point, though. Not entirely certain how you do it, but I know it can be done. But since that didn't work in our favor, let's keep climbing the tower. Steal this torch. We can open the door? No, we cannot open this door. And now apparently we've made it to the top of the tower, with a tapestry. Yeah, there sure is a lot of stone in this castle. That's usually how castles are made, you know, of stone. That's a nice tapestry on the left, but let me see. We can open this door, but not that one. So let's see what lies beyond the open door. The answer is an observatory. And we can get this book, a scroll. Yeah, we need to cure ourselves soon, but we will cure ourselves soon. Terak, well, Terak was the spell we used in the first game to open the globe, but I don't know if it has that same function in this game. Stars have moved into an unheard of alignment. The unnamed hero, the hourglass, the broken sword of betrayal, the hooded figure of Thanos. Well, I didn't know this was in the Marvel universe, but the life stealer. They're out of season and position, yet here they are chasing across the night skies. Says astronomer Laurel. And there's a lightning rod, which we will need, yeah. And a sextant, which we will need because we like carrying stuff around for no reason. There's also a star chart on the wall. Can we take that? We cannot. Can we use the telescope here, this giant thing? Yes, we can, but there's too many horrible clouds. So let's go ahead and use the weather spell again. No, it wasn't that one, it was this one. The moon emerges, so now we should be able to stargaze better. There we go. So let me see. If we examine these, the Watcher or the All-Seeing Eye, Aridella's the mythical eel. This is actually a hint for one of the last puzzles that we need to solve. Quadrix, the mythical god of Watcher of the Aztec. Okay, wait a minute. I actually need to screen print this real quick and write down the names of these things, because we're gonna need to remember them much later when we're away from this place. Okay. And now a notepad thing. Top to bottom. This one was the water one, right? Yeah. This one is the fire one. This one is the thumb touch or the one tree. This is the eagle, and the other one is the all-seeing eye. Okay, I heard I need now. Yeah, the all-seeing eye. Maybe the Illuminati is behind this game. But we're pretty much done with this room now, I think. So let's return. Let us backtrack. Yeah, the lizard people. The lizard people that were trying to take over the kingdom and summon the Warlock Lord. The Snake Men, as that crazy guy was saying. What is this? Okay. So, having backtracked to this place, let me see. We've been obtaining some keys, but haven't really been using them. I think we can use this one on this door. Yeah, this door was locked, but now it isn't anymore. So let's head within this tower. Oh, wait a moment. Yeah, there we go. And as we enter it, we will find 2 goblins. So we could try punching them with our gauntlet. I'm sure that will go well. Except now... yeah, there's 2 of them, so even that will not work. Even though we have the Iron Fist. The goblins, which are clearly servants of the lizard people,
Today, death has claimed a...
have overpowered us. No, we need to be a little bit more cunning to get past these guys. Maybe use a spell, which was used in a similar situation in the first game, to get past a situation where 2 enemies were blocking our way, namely Flamoris, which stuns the goblins, leaving us free to take the torch. Oh wait. Hey guy, what's up?
I see you have run afoul of my traps. Still, you have managed to overcome them and make it this far. I shall concede that you are proving most resourceful. You will soon discover your efforts are but in vain.
Yeah, I'm glad you managed to say all that in front of your servants there. Oh wait. Okay, the goblins became unstunned, but we still weren't able to proceed. So we need to take a different approach to dealing with the goblins. There's still no match for our spell, so now they're stunned. Let's punch them out. Let's take the weapons. No, the weapon that it's carrying. That's kind of what I want. Take it. There we go. And now that the goblins are... Okay, wait a moment. Let's check if the goblins have anything on them. A red crystal is apparently one of the answer. So now that they're down, let us slit their throats. So now we got even more dead goblins in the castle. That's kind of gonna get cumbersome after a while, I think, but hey, it's working out in our favor. Okay, wait. Stone, second floor. I think the torch's flame is getting weak. I know. If we go into this room, we find this guy. An otherworldly creature, which if you run into it in any other difficulty, just warps you back to the beginning of the game. But in this highest difficulty, he will actually talk to us. He is Jungtai, the last of the Gogwa Jin. And he could do with a little sport, it seems. Well, sure, let's play his game. Bring to me the answer to this riddle. So he's like the Sphinx in the first Shadowgate. Except instead of trying to just letting us pass, he serves a different purpose. What goes in water red, yet comes out black? I don't trust this one at all, says Yorick. I don't know. Well, what comes in water red, but comes out black? Oh, I know. Clearly it's this, the fire poker, because it goes into the water red hot, and it comes out blackened, right? Uh-oh. You have chosen Pearly, what? I don't know, it made sense to me. I have a feeling that's not gonna work out that well for us. But it was the correct answer, I think. Maybe we need to go the extra mile to provide the correct answer to him. Okay, wait a moment. Yeah, let's try that one more time. He says go with the Jin. So, yeah, let's speak to him again. Maybe, yeah, what goes in water red, it comes out black. This time, let us... Yeah, lava could be one answer as well, but we don't really have lava with us or obsidian. So this time, let's use our torch on the poker before we give it to him. Yep, now it's a red hot poker. Yep. A forced smile, he doesn't like the fact that we're winning. He says he's gonna grant us a boon if we answer another one of his riddles. So let's try it. Okay, very well. This time he'll give us help on our quest. I have towns but no homes, lakes but no water for... well, it sounds pretty obvious to me. It's the map scroll, but how do we give that to him? Which is the map? afraid I really don't know. Maybe we could use our own map, except... Actually, wait a moment. I don't think we have the thing we need to win that particular riddle. Because I recall there was one of the rooms, I think. The observatory, or one of those, which had maps on the walls. Oh no, it was a library, I think. Which has a map that actually has towns in it, instead of the one we have, which is just... It's just a map of the castle, so we can't quite solve that riddle yet. So we're gonna put that off for the time being and explore the rest of the tower, going into this room, in which there is a woman who's lounging in front of us. She is Malor Kahu, Chief Lieutenant of the Drakahan.
You wonder what would bring me to this wretched keep. Surely nothing less than the summoning of a great lord. Nearly a score of years removed, Talamar the Black beckoned me, and I answered him gladly. The forces of Drakahan were mine to command. We fell upon these wizards like rabid wolves. Their powers, their elemental pets, they were nothing to one such as he. Now all have fallen or fled, all but one, for he is timeless. The coward has barricaded himself within his tower, an ancient artifact within his grasp. But we will have him still, or if my goblins do not pull him from his hole, when my lord returns, the wizard's head shall lie at his feet.
Yeah, I don't remember this character from the first game, I have to say. But she finishes with a low snarl, and her body's transforming because she's a changeling. And now she turned into Foxy from... no. She turned into a werewolf though. So it looks like, yep, it's her, she's gonna get us. So let's quickly quick save and use our powered up punching hand to... Oh wait, nope, she's too quick for that, even. And sure enough, we die at her hand because she's a special enemy. So the wolf woman from the first Shadowgate is apparently now an actively evil villain who worked with the Warlock Lord. That's an interesting lore expansion. But as you might recall, we had to kill her with a silver arrow in the first game. We have no silver arrow this time, we have only this ordinary arrow. Oh, never mind, it is a silver arrow tip. And we have a bow with us. So let's combine the arrow with the bow. The wolf is getting ready to attack, but we're ready too. Yeah, the silver arrow flies through, but now the wolf woman is fallen to the ground. And she has... why would the thing have any pockets? Indeed, she has nothing on her. Also, where did her clothes go that she was wearing before, would be my question. We can look at the parchment with a missing piece. A blueprint. So why not? Let's take the parchment. Let's take this this piece of bread as well. Let's see what this book holds for us. Apparently it's the 12th century or thereabouts. So having acquired that knowledge, let's light another torch, why not? Since we're starting to flicker with the one we have right now. Our newly acquired, well, I don't really know what the purpose of killing her was, since we didn't really get anything that seemed too important. Okay, wait a moment. Actually, this desk looks like it's got a drawer in it. And in the drawer is all this stuff. We just got a knife, a satchel, a key and a stake. And in the sack was several coins and a key, another key still. So it's like a rice with all the keys. And this other thing that we picked up is strangely textured and it leaves a dark imprint. Might be for another purpose. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, we need to return to the library so that we have the stuff we need to solve the genie's riddle. Because we kind of need to do that to not die. See, here's a map that I was talking about, but we can't take these maps, unfortunately. So we have to make our own map. And the way we do that is by taking this parchment, which can make imprints of itself on the globe. And now the outlines of the continents have burned themselves onto the scroll. Everything seems backwards, yes, but you know, a map is still a map. Also, I'm not entirely certain this is gonna do anything, but Terrak, yes, the earth was shaking. What happens if you use Terrak on the globe? Top half slides open. Oh, there we go. And it reveals an old scroll and a pipe. So what's on the scroll, I wonder? Is it another spell? Exquish. Can't say I know what that could possibly mean, but... But now that we have the map, we should have everything we need to solve the genie's riddles. Hello? I'm telling you to go there, please. There's still the dead goblins. There's a door, I don't think it's the one we need to go into, and here's a door with the genie. The riddle is too difficult for you. No, well, it used to be because I didn't have the answer, but now I do. Here you go, guy. Well played indeed. So we got 2 torches for our trouble. That's clearly worth it. Next riddle shall task our patience, it says. I am the beginning of sadness, and at the end of days. You cannot express happiness without me, yet I am in the midst of depression. Always in distress, yet never in trouble. You may find me in the sun, but never out of shadows. Bring me to the answer, or bring to me the answer. Okay, wait. Beginning of sadness, at the end of days. Yeah, I don't really know what the logic behind this is. You may find me in the sun, but I'm never out of shadows. Maybe this route that we picked up way back at the beginning of the game is... I don't know why the route works, but alright. And now we get a purple potion, which may prove the difference between life and death. And indeed, if we consume this potion, we are feeling much better. Master Healer, yes. And what that means is that we just cured ourselves from the Banshee's curse. I think I'm gonna make another save here, because this guy is not all he seems. If we keep speaking to him, this one may prove beyond our abilities. In comparison of a ghost, am I? In comparison of a ghost, am I? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is actually, but what we might be finding out at some point. Not yet, though. As we need to keep exploring the castle. The store on the right, on the left rather, is closed, but we should have an item which we need to necessary to unlock it. One of these keys, probably. Maybe this one? Yeah, there we go. That unlocked the door, so... Now we can... Oh. Apparently Yorick dreamt of mushrooms. We can enter the southern tower. Which means we can steal more torches still. So let's explore what is to be found in this southern tower. More doors is the answer, as usual. I have the feeling that this might be the wizard's tower, since we haven't really, met him yet. There seems to be nothing here, but there's an odd sensation which strikes us. So sure enough, we use our one of our spells in this room. Flumoris, which reveals the invisible objects in the room, including torches, which I shall take. And they slowly disappear, so let me go ahead and bind Flumoris to a key. Let's open this scroll. Hello. Yeah, let's take that. Let's take this thing. The second half of the parchment, maybe? There. And a desk with empty drawers, it seems. So let's look at the scroll we just picked up. And read it. To find another spell. Sparks. And I think, can we combine both of these? Yes, we can. Form a legible scroll. Let's see what it says. It's another spell. Magric, or Magiric, if you use the Slavic pronunciation. Magiric. But that's all we're gonna get from the invisible objects room. So let's keep climbing the tower. Maybe open the door with ease. Yep, and now we're in a music room. I can pick up a wizard hat and a scroll. I think we're gonna open it first though. Which gives us another spell, Ascensur. And there's a bunch of instruments in this room we can take too. There's a score here, but we can't understand it. So let us take this flute. We will need that for something else. And we can maybe use this instrument. Warping in an odd fashion. And enjoy the music. Quite a nice tune they made for this, isn't it? Oh boy. And apparently we, well, okay, wait, can we use ourselves on the other instruments? Oh, we might be able to create a tune here. Apparently they... Yeah, Jer can play a mean harp. Oh. Well, that's quite nice, but apparently we can't really do anything else in this room. At least not yet. I also noticed that it's gotten quite dark, which I'm interpreting as my torch starting to go out. And at the top of the tower is a chamber in gold with roots. Let me see, can we use the torch on the roots? Maybe? No, the roots do not catch fire. Maybe if you use a spell such as sparks, we might be able to do something here. No, that doesn't work. No. Bollocks, what do we do in this room? Just one moment, folks. I try to figure out how to deal with this puzzle. Maybe there's something we need that we haven't collected yet. That might very well be it. That might very well be it. Oh well. Well, I think we're not going to have much of a chance to stay around and experiment anyway. Let me just left or light another torch. And now it seems like we need to backtrack, actually. Because I recall that one of the spells we just learned... Well, there's 2 spells we just learned that we can use for something, but... Well, let me show off something that I think has been coveted by many of the people who have played this game. If we use these, we go to this place, we teleport into back into this room. We use our newly acquired spell Magic on the hammer. We can enchant the hammer, and with this newly enchanted hammer we can shatter the mirror in the middle, which reveals a dark void that sucks us in. Well, apparently this is a thing that happens, hidden death mode.
You attempt to scream, but quickly realize there is no air. Your lungs release their last bit of air, then begin to swell, along with the rest of your internal organs. You have found a hidden death. 'Tis a sad thing that your adventures have ended here.
It is indeed, but at least we found Space Reaper at last. Something that Vinesauce has tried to do for a long time, and I don't even know if they've achieved that yet, but... Well, there it is. The much coveted Space Reaper death. But no, what we are supposed to do in this room is backtrack to an earlier place. but one that's not quite so far away. Instead we merely return to this circle chamber and use our Ascensur spell, no, use the spell on the circle. Wizardry powers travel from our outstretched arm into the circle. So let's go into the circle.
Open your mind, young Jer. Fret not. It is I whose name you bear, Cuthaka the First. Behold those whom have gone before, when Gatekeeper was but a hillock, and the living castle no more than a dream. They stood where you now stand, on this holy ground.
So what that basically means is that we are now initiated into the circle. We are now a wizard of the coast. And now that we have acquired this title, we can do a little something else. Actually, wait. Let me try something. Now that we have the goblin shoulder armor as well as yeah, the assassin achievement. I don't know what that means, but and the goblin helmet and the goblin everything else. Let me remove all the other things that we have and see if we can pass ourselves off for a goblin now. Oh, here we go. Perhaps our mishmash of goblin armor is working as a disguise. That could be. What have you to say? Grunting coherently. What's up? Well... well, let's keep speaking, why not? Runs to the first one where... they might be starting to see through our disguise, or not. Well, here comes a third one. You can almost see the creature's brain spinning if something begins to dawn on him. Well, let's keep doing this, why not? No, that didn't work as we intended. Unfortunately. Today, yeah, Death has claimed the hero of the realm because fairly certain there's something we can do in that room to get ourselves killed by the goblins in a different way. But for now, let us proceed with our quest, since now that we are a wizard of the coast, we should be able to conquer the vines at the top of the tower here. If we hit them now, yes, all that we need to do now is touch them. And they disappear. And going within, we find this guy, the guy himself, Lakmir. Who grimaces every now and then, but if you try to speak to him, if his body were to die, he would be adrift forever. Well, obviously that means we kill him, right? No, he has a barrier of energy, so we can't do much to him, unfortunately. What we can do, however, is take a closer look at the top of this place, where there is a golden artifact, which apparently is the origin of all the roots. And we can just take it. We have just gotten one of the items that we will need to beat the game. One of the final items. But we can also go through this little passageway to end up in this room. With more books and another desk and a chest. Thorn has proven to be a valuable artifact and has thwarted Kahu's attempts to reach me. I think Kahu's the wolf woman that we killed earlier. This book says... The dawning of the age shall put in a change of the powers of the earth and the air. Foremost amongst this is the Behemoth. The Behemoth, huh? He holds a key and wields all the powers of the stars. Wonder if the Behemoth will come up again. We also have a glass bottle, which completely changes shape when we pick it up. And a chest with several scrolls and a key. What about the desk? Anything inside here? No, we can't open it. So let's see, these couple scrolls, one of them has a spell on it, I see. Runiter. Actually, that's quite important. We're gonna need this spell to get more important items. And the other one says, Timeless One, Woman from the family Ornsal, the name Kathagar, signed by W. Wonder who that could be. Yeah, that was a remixed Navigator song, which we are kind of hearing from time to time. But we can't really do much else with Lakmir, so... So let's leave this place. Actually, wait, it's been a while, but I think we still have the... Yeah, we still have the fire elemental trapped in the silver orb. Wait a moment. Yeah, there's one room in this tower where don't think we've explored yet. So was it this one? Here we go. Here we have a room so dark with living darkness, which pervades the entire place, so let's use our fire elemental in here. Which reveals that the darkness was coming from a darkness elemental. And now the elementals are fighting each other, great. But in the back we have a carving. A heroic figure in the foreground, blowing a horn in the midst of a huge battle, and also a rune, a circular plate. So let's use our Runiter magic to free the room from the wall. And take it for ourselves. And before the room gets completely dark again, let's take our hammer, which we should have somewhere. And smash the carving in the back here. Oh wait. Oh wait. We were supposed to wait for the elementals to crack the wall and then... Oh, never mind. Could this be, well... something hidden behind? Can we take it yet? No, we can't take the mural. I'm not trying to take the mural, but... I am trying to smash it open further. There we go. So sure enough, behind the mural was hidden this... platinum horn. And now we have 2 of the items we need to beat the game. We need 3 more still. Actually 3. We have 3, we need 2 more still, never mind. Well, we have 2 of them in the ideal state, but one of them needs to be powered up before we can use it. But with this, I think we're done with the, yeah. The West Tower. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit. To the courtyard. Used to... Can I even go down into the well? Like still, or not? Well, I can recover my grappling hook. Can I use it to descend into the well again? No, I guess not. We're not going back there. Unless we somehow separate these things. This isn't something I have to do, but I kind of want to try it. What about the knife? The carving knife? No? Nope. I guess we're not going back into the well soon. And also I noticed the rooms are starting to get dark as my torch goes out. So let me see. Well, as soon as the game starts yelling at me to light another torch, I'm going to light it, but in the meantime enjoy the dim lighting that this game has. One of the keys we have now, maybe this one, should allow us to unlock this door now. Yeah, apparently that was it. There we go. So let's light another one of our torches and head outside. Which leaves us in the top of the spire. Let's make another save here. Might very well be worth it. And this time there's another one of our spells, namely Sparks on the heavens, which draws the attention of the wyvern. It lets out a cry of challenge, it seems. And it is carrying something in its neck, as it were. Yes, I'm not trying to look at it, I'm trying to look at this thing. Well, I guess that's not happening. So what happens if we approach the wyvern? Or if we hit it? No. It just wanders off. So let's bring it back. This time try to, offer something to calm it down with, maybe? Like this steak. It gobbles it up, so now we can acknowledge this thing that it has in its neck, maybe. Amulet in the shape of a sunburst, which we will, take for ourselves. And now we ride a dragon. Oh, no, that didn't work. Maybe you can try that one more time? No, I don't think that's going to be possible, since we don't have any steak anymore. Wait a moment.